BioWare has completely ditched Dragon Age the Veilguard, guys. Probably one of the biggest gaming flops of all time. BioWare has abandoned Dragon Age the Veilguard, one of the biggest gaming flops of all time, guys. In their latest patch update, they revealed that they would no longer be providing minor bug fixes or quality of life updates for this game. They're only going to be looking and doing updates if there's a game breaking bug moving forward. And this decision comes right after EA revealed that this game struggled and fell short of sales expectations by 50%. What a flop. I remember when I first started making videos about this, I had a whole bunch of little wokies upset. You just want this game to fail. This is a day one buy for me. Oh, you grifter. Hey, guess what? Cry about it. Cry about it on Twitter. EA and BioWare fucked around and found out what happens when you go woke, right? You go broke when you go woke. And 50% short of sales expectations. I think they struggle to get, 1.5 million? Who knows how much this budget was? But BioWare is not recovering from this, and they quickly moved on to the next Mass Effect game. Don't you remember not too long after this game launched, they announced that they were not going to be providing any DLC or expansions for this? One of their most ambitious RPG games out there, and they quickly just ditched it. They saw how bad it was failing. So the patch 5 release notes that came out, BioWare stated, "Thank you all for playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. We were so happy with the game's stability at launch." Yeah, stability at launch, my butt. "And hope you enjoyed our quality of life patches since then. With the game being in a stable place, we're moving to monitor for any game-breaking bugs should those occur." In other words, hey, we're not supporting this game anymore. We're done with it. It failed. It came, it went. It did not conquer. Oh, man. What a disaster, guys. And Dragon Age is one of those franchises where there was a lot of fans that were loyal to it, but it seems BioWare itself wasn't loyal. In fact, it's a shell of its former self. This is probably going to be the last Dragon Age for a while, and it's because you cater to this modern audience. They don't show up to support. And you had these top surgery scars. I mean, the best thing I ever saw them bragging about was their created character engine. I never saw anybody brag about the actual game itself. It was always about the character creator with the top surgery scars. The only thing I ever really noticed people talk about was all the bad stuff, like the cutscene where the character teaches you what barbs are, where you have to do push-ups as punishment for misgendering people. Yeah, disgusting. So this announcement that they're no longer supporting it came after EA had this whole financial report that just exposed the company. They disclosed that the game had engaged only 1.5 million players. Yikes. That's just a little bit above what Star Wars Outlaws had during the quarter, which is down nearly 50% from their original expectations. The game also peaked at just 89,418 concurrent players on its first Sunday after launch in November, and it never went higher than that. Never went higher than that. That is abysmal. So adding to this, Dragon Age Veilguard executive producer Mark Dara confirmed that BioWare has already begun relocating its staff to other EA studios and the upcoming Mass Effect project, which, yeah, that one better not fall short of expectations or they're going to be in trouble. In a recent YouTube video, Dara said Mass Effect isn't ready to suddenly have a team of 250, 300 people working on it, and further elaborated that while some staff from the Veilguard are transitioning into it, others are being moved to different parts of EA. There's rumors that in February, BioWare Edmonton studio will be closing down. We also saw that Bush left BioWare. They're gone. Adios. We saw that there was a tenured writer that was there for like 15 years leave. I think we're going to see layoffs coming, and we'll see how accurate these sources were that Smash JT had that Jeff Grubb said weren't true or not. We'll see who is full of it or who's not, right? Now, continuing on, that says this shift in focus isn't new. Back in November, reports surfaced that Dragon Age of Veilguard would not receive any DLC or expansions, which is what I talked about. They're not supporting it. What a bummer. Imagine buying this game, playing through it, and then hoping that you would be getting an expansion or some kind of update that provides more content, and you're not getting it. Now, Rolling Stone's George Yang wrote, with Dragon Age of Veilguard now complete, BioWare confirms that there are currently no plans for downloadable expansions, and added that BioWare's attention has fully shifted to Mass Effect as their next project. So We'll see how Mass Effect does. I think the future of BioWare and EA itself is very bleak. I think it's going to be dark and disastrous. We saw all the red flags with this company. We saw all the people that work for this company putting stupid stuff on their social media that was super woke, super anti gamer, super anti white people. And that just ruins it. When you attack gamers, Bush, in fact, said that this game failed because of a hate campaign, which is the same excuse that you're seeing all the other woke journalists make for Veilguard, Concord, Dustborn, and Assassin's Creed Shadows when that comes out. If anything, 2024 exposed the gaming industry for being a whole bunch of DEI shills. People that are just worried about activism instead of actually making good video games to entertain their consumers. BioWare and EA have shown that outside of Madden, even then Madden's debatable, that they have no concept of what gamers want. Dragon Age of Veilguard had all the potential in the world. All the potential in the world to be a great game. I admit, I was interested in it. But then when I saw the top surgery scars, saw all the other woke nonsense, I was turned away. And then when you also see how some of the community managers and journalists were pandering for it, and just how people were attacking anybody that dared say anything bad about this game, it deserved to flop as hard as it did. Right? These people think that you are unintelligent for listening to people like me, Hypnotic, Smash, Grumps, whoever. They're all deranged. They think that rage bait grifters are the problem, that this game would have done good if we weren't pushing out false narratives that you guys buy into, because they think that you're bottom of the barrel trailer park trash that cannot think for themselves. That's how low they think of you. BioWare showed that's how low they think of you. So now they've been forced to no longer update this game for any kind of minor fixes or anything. Only if it's a game-breaking bug will they provide any kind of patch for this game. No DLC, no expansions, no other quality of life updates. If you bought this game and you were a fan hoping that it would have been doing good, you're probably feeling disappointed now, in all honesty. Which is sad. Which is sad. I think EA has shown, and I think BioWare has shown, that they don't know how to make video games anymore. And they'll blame it on us. They'll blame it on gamers. That's where they always go to. So what do you guys think about BioWare stepping away from Dragon Age of Veilguard just months after its release? It hasn't even been a year, guys. It was like Halloween weekend. Not even a year. Not even 6 months. And they're definitely abandoning the game too soon, in my opinion. They didn't even try to make it work. Yikes. At least like No Man's Sky, they tried to make it work. And Cyberpunk 2077, they tried to make it work. Now, you might think, hey, this is a necessary move for them to focus on Mass Effect, but I think Mass Effect is going to be a disaster too. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that subscription button if you're not subscribed yet.